Hi you guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome for those who are new to the channel. My name is Fransica Brackin John. Welcome to the channel, you guys. The Lord gave me this great message, right? And when he gave me this message, I previously wanted was to put it out and I did not upload, right? And the Lord remind me of it, right? And he was saying, and not does he remind me of it, he showed me what he was saying, actually showed me the warning. What he was saying, he showed me it actually happened, right? He said, he just like Hansel and Gretel, he said, watch, right now they are monitoring you. Right now they are monitoring you. What does monitoring you mean? And why did I bring up Hansel and Gretel in this, right? Who knows the story of Hansel and Gretel? There was two children who, I think they get lost, or the parents didn't want them and leave them in a forest or wherever it is, and they drop breadcrumbs to find their way back home or wherever it is, but the birds eat them and they end up in this house. But long story short, the Lord said, just like Hansel and Gretel that dropped the breadcrumb on the ground to find them way back home, he said, be careful in this time because there is monitoring spirit. What does monitoring spirit mean? Individuals that is looking for information, is looking at your life, wanting the information. And the reason why they want your information, just like a witch or warlock, these persons deal up with rebellion, right? Rebellion. They rebel against the word of the Lord that he has spoken over your life. If you pray and you pray, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, these individuals rebel against that, right? If you pray concerning your marriage, they rebel against that. If you pray concerning your peace, they rebel against that, right? These are rebellious individuals. And he said, just like a witch, if you notice when you see anyone doing all of these things, they use things, information that they know, either person here or whatever it is, right? I know the whole thing, right? But they use information from that person to do what they are doing, right? And the Lord say, what happens in this time when they are monitoring you, he say, be careful where you speak, what you speak. If you are out in public, the Lord say, just like Hansel and Gretel, be careful because little pieces of information can fall on the wrong ear. If you are unaware of this, you can be releasing breadcrumbs like puzzle pieces, that the enemy oftentimes, when he wants to make a hole, he will take this little piece of information where you think no one ain't here and you can be talking or whatever it is, and he will place them together to figure out what it is that you are really, what information you are really trying to see or whatever it is, right? He will place them just like breadcrumbs and they will lead to a bigger picture. It's like you release something and they didn't know that or whatever it is, and you release something else and they just keep on putting pieces together. He said, be careful, especially when you are out in public. Stray words can be found, can go fast. Be careful of your surroundings, who is around you, who is walking beside you, all of these things, right? He said, be careful of that. He said, because they are monitoring in this time, meaning they are fishing for information. They want the information that is dropping from your mouth unknowingly, like breadcrumbs. It's gonna lead up to a bigger picture, says the Most High God. So be careful, right? They are monitoring you so that they can gain information on you to cause problems in your life, right? Oh, this person, I hear this person say this or whatever, and they didn't even know that I was there listening to them or whatever it is, and they say that and all that, and that is the reason why, and that is how it works, right? So you say right now, be careful. I believe, I don't know if I put this out in a previous video, but the Lord wants you to know, to let you know how to pray against monitoring spirit. Monitoring spirits is individuals that want information, right? It was said that the devil is like a roaring lion, right? Lions first talk their prey, they first watch at their prey to know when is the right time, right? So they first watch at their prey, right? Monitoring spirit, they first watch at you to know when is the right time, right? So the Lord say, be careful when you say you pray against monitoring spirit, you are praying against the eyes of those monitoring spirit, right? And what is the eyes of those monitoring spirit? Friendships that you ain't closed off, that is connected to the enemy. right? You can have someone and they know someone that is your enemy or wherever it is, and unknowingly that person wouldn't go and tell your enemy everything or whatever because they want to take you down. Some of them don't even know that that person is your enemy, and you give them information, and unknowingly you can be passing information on to that monitoring spirit. He said when you blind the eyes of the enemy, meaning you cut off all devices that can be used as looking device, as how to say binoculars to watch your life, right? A friend can be used as that or wherever it is, as an eye for monitoring spirit. Someone that is close to you can be used, whatever it is. The enemy will oftentimes use these things to look into your life. Sometimes these persons talking something and they just say, kill how this person is going, or boy how this person is going, and unknowingly that friend passing on information, not knowing that that is your enemy, and they are being used as the eyes of the enemy. The Lord wanted you to know that, so you will know how to cut off, how to blind the eyes of the enemies when you do not release. Watch this